What's up, everybody? It's John and Troy with the Paranormal Task Force. At you again with another mail day. This one's a special mail day.
I mean, it's we were like it was like mail day 1, mail day 2, mail day 3, and we haven't had a mail day in a little while because I mean, we did so much traveling over like the last 2 weeks that
Yeah,
any mail that showed up, we weren't even there to get. I'm back home now,
right.
but for any of you who happen to catch that short of me getting attacked in lock, yes, I'm fine.
That dude, that was crazy.
Yeah, watching it back is a trip because like when everything's happening like that, you don't really think about it as much. You know what
Well,
I
yeah,
mean?
because you're in the moment.
Yeah. And like, I mean, even watching it back, like when Cherie was like, "Do you need to step out?" I was like, "No, I'm good. I just need to pop a squat." And I really felt like that in the moment. But dude, it's pretty much as soon as we walked out, I was much better.
Yeah.
It was
But
very weird.
that's what happened to me at the prison, dude.
Yeah.
As soon as we walked out of the culinary, I was fine.
I don't know. That place, I would definitely go back to Locke though. That was a cool little town.
Yeah,
And
yeah. We're definitely gonna have to revisit there.
I mean, I was shocked at how much activity we ended up getting.
Yeah. It was active, man. And then with what happened to you, yeah, it was just crazy. I'm trying to let some people see if any
Filter
people
in.
hop in, and then
Yeah.
we'll
But
get to it. But yeah, it lock was crazy. Um and then like you were saying, we've been traveling and stuff, so I just want to go ahead and make it known now. We will not be dropping a new episode this Saturday. The next episode coming out is episode 3 of Hotel Apache. But it's not going to drop this Saturday. We're going to shoot for next Saturday.
yeah, I
Because
mean,
I'm still in the midst of doing a bunch of traveling, and my schedule's been hectic the last couple weeks, and I'm lucky enough to have this few minutes to try to do this unboxing. So
well, yeah, normally you and I talk like every day, and
yeah,
this is like the first time we've talked pretty much since I got home.
it's just been a hectic schedule, man, and
Yep.
not even really having time to recover from our traveling for the investigations. I haven't even been able to fully recoup from that. So
Well, I mean, it's like we were saying after we were off air at Hotel Apache, we were like, probably no more back to backs.
yeah, it's that's hard, man. It gets
It
rough,
is. It's rough. It's really,
you
really
know.
rough.
And me and Chris did that when he came down for our
When
little
you guys did
trip.
your like
Oh,
4
yeah,
investigations,
and
right?
and we did some back to backs, and it was really hard.
Yeah. I mean, if we have to do it, we have to do it. But ideally, I think in the future, if we can avoid it, then
Yeah.
we'll be much better off.
Well, that's why our October trip, which is yet to be announced, so we're not going to name any places, but our
It's in
October
5
trip,
months. You guys will find out within the next
yeah,
5 months.
but we've got a day scheduled in between
Each
each
of the
location.
investigations, right?
And that's why I did that, because those back to backs just they're too hard, man.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that the paranormal hangover is very real.
yeah, especially when you suffer an attack.
Yeah, dude.
That
Like I got home and I was happy to be home, but I was like, dude, I'm so tired. Like
uh
I had all this stuff I wanted to do when I got back too. And like half of it had to get put off for like 2 or 3 days because
yeah. Did
yeah.
you did you make it known what happened?
Oh yeah. Like Erica's very well aware of what went down. She's seen the short.
What did she think?
She got the holy water out and she was like,
Did she?
and I told her, I'm like, I'm fine, you know.
Oh my God. She's not,
Um,
she's not gonna want you to go on anymore after that.
no, she didn't trip too hard about it.
Okay.
Um,
What'd she think of the short?
she was watching it. She was like, "Oh my god! Oh my god!" I probably should
Uh,
have recorded that if anything, but
and the funny thing is that short, you know, that was made on the go. So like, I didn't even have the normal editing tools that I have to really make a decent short.
right. I mean, for
But
any of you that's seen the short, that short was more or less put together in the car.
yeah, and that was, but I had to get it out there just because of the night we had,
Right. And
you know.
I remember when we were talking about Locke, we were concerned about the time frame
Yes.
just because it's, most locations that we do, we're there for 10 plus hours. This
Yep.
time we were only there for what, 4, give or take.
Close to 5, I think.
I think we were there for longer. I think our
Yeah.
actual investigation period was 4 hours, but we got a little extra. So that was cool.
Yeah.
But you know, that was just once again a reminder that sometimes it's about the quality over the quantity, because
Yes.
like, as cool as it would have been to have more time with it, I think with the amount of time we had, we got so much good evidence, just
Yeah.
so much substantial stuff that, like, out of the investigations we did, I think that was definitely my favorite of the week.
It was one of the better ones for sure.
Yeah,
You know, yeah, every location, you know, they give you a time frame that you have, and this one
right.
was, you know, the time frame they were giving us was really short, which was kind of concerning. But you know, in the amount of time that we were there, the amount of stuff that happened, and it was just crazy, man. Um, and Cherie and her husband Rick, great people.
Oh yeah,
Um,
absolutely. Shout outs to Cherie and Rick. Thank you
yes,
guys for coming along with us on that and
Lingering
taking us
Souls
through.
Paranormal. If you haven't checked them out, check them out. Really good people.
Their TikTok is good too. They have a lot of good evidence and just a lot of
Yeah.
nice stuff up there. So
And
give it.
we'll be doing a lot more with them in the future. So
Oh yeah, definitely.
keep your eyes open for that. Once you know, once the lock episodes drop, you guys will know who we're talking about. But we'll be working with them a lot more. I think in the near future. So
I mean, you can't discount, like, when you're able to investigate with people and have fun, you
yeah,
know? Not I'm not saying that we ever don't, have a good time going investigating, but like, when you're able to investigate with more people and just have a good time, I think that's really what it's all about.
well, and it's important that you mesh well with the other investigators, and I
Right.
think
Good
we
vibes.
all meshed really well.
Yeah.
You know,
Good vibes all around.
yeah. So it was really good. I was really happy with the way the investigation turned out. I'm excited to get those episodes edited and dropped. And I think we're gonna do that after Hotel Apache. After we finish Hotel Apache, I think we're gonna push the lock investigation up and go ahead and get that out there. And then we'll continue on with the other stuff we have banked up. So
Yeah. And to just to reiterate what you said earlier, uh there's not going to be an episode this week just
right.
cuz we haven't had time to edit. I mean, I only
Schedules
got
are just hectic right now.
right. Like, I didn't get home all that long ago and I'm recovering, and then you've still been on the go.
Well,
So,
yeah, because now I have company in from out of town. So um
right, and you're headed
and
out
then
of town again tomorrow. So,
yeah, so my schedule this week, I mean, between driving back from up there and then going straight to the airport and then just it's been go all week. So there just hasn't been time to sit down and edit anything for this week.
yeah.
Next week is hectic too, but we're gonna try to get episode 3 pushed out for next Saturday.
And
And then
just
we
to
should
answer a question that I feel might come up at some point,
what's that?
um I'm at home, and if we had an easier way to get all of the files and videos and stuff to me, I would probably try to push something out, but it's very it's not super feasible for us just because, like,
No.
any way we can try to transfer the files, half the time it's like, oh, file size too large, then you got to go back to the drawing board and do all this other stuff, which is why when we do the editing, it's primarily together and
Right.
mainly when he's available.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we won't have one. We won't have a drop this Saturday, but next Saturday we're going to shoot to get one done, which will be episode 3 of Hotel Apache, and then we should be back on regular schedule.
Yeah. Also, to address that, it is Thursday. I think it's pretty obvious at this point. There's not going to be a podcast episode today. There wasn't one last week. The podcast is alive, just, you know, with all the travel and just the schedules being what they are.
Right.
There just hasn't been time to really record one. So,
well, and like I said, it was difficult just for me to get this little bit of time to do this live.
right.
So, but everybody that's coming in, they're here to see the unboxing of the haunted dolls. So, as you guys know, we've got our haunted doll collection here in the studio
With
and
some additions since you got back.
And we have some new friends joining us. So, we're going to unbox those live right now.
Yep.
So, we'll go ahead. We'll start with the first one. Now, I know what the dolls are, but I don't know which box is which. So,
I also know what the dolls are, but I have only seen pictures. So, this will be my first time actually seeing them.
yes. So, I'm going to open the first one.
Now, as I recall, once again, you got one with like positive energy and then one with, to my knowledge, to your knowledge, very negative energy.
2 very negative.
They're both very negative?
1 positive.
Oh, so wait, that's right. There's 3. I forgot.
Yes.
I remembered the 2. I just remembered the third one.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's not good.
Okay.
Or maybe
so
it's
this
good. We'll
is this is going to be one of the very negative ones. And I don't even know that I should be touching it. But I'm going to have to touch it to unbox it, and I don't have a containment case for this one yet.
This makes me happy to be back home for all of you watching.
You actually should be very happy to be back home right now.
Oh, I know which one this is.
Okay, I'm just making sure
something.
Huh?
You got gloves, so you can. You don't have to
no, I don't actually, but let me get them out. Okay.
So, while he's working on that,
all right.
Well, I was still. You have it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get back to story time later then. Oh boy.
We don't know a name because it hasn't given a name to anybody. The only history we really know about this Teddy Ruxpin is that it was in a house where a unaliving and self-unaliving happened that used to be a daycare center where a lot of crazy stuff happened. And I don't even want to look at it. That was crazy. Something attached itself to this, and the person that gave this up really wanted it gone. So, unfortunately, I don't have a containment cabinet for this one.
I told you to get a containment cabinet specifically for that one.
I know, and I got to work on that. But as of right now, we don't know a name. So for now, we're just going to call him Teddy. And if we get a different name through our investigations, then we'll call him by his or her appropriate name. So but as of right now, this is Teddy.
Where's Teddy going?
He is going to go for now. He's going to go on the shelf that his containment cabinet's going to go on, which is going to be down here. And you probably can't, well, you can see him a little bit there.
Yeah, when you
move
back,
his containment cabinet's going to go there. And so that's where he's going to be for right now. Yeah, I don't know.
So while you're working on the second one,
yes.
when I was at Dad's place and working on the command center, helping him out with all those shelves, the right behind him there is the good guy doll, the Chucky doll, not the one that's out of the box, the one in the box. I was putting up that shelf. It was the last shelf that I had to do for like that whole week that I was there. I was so excited to be done with it. I was putting in the last screw, and I'm not saying this is paranormal, but I am saying it's unfortunate no matter which way you cut it. The Tiffany doll sitting right next to Chucky. I got the screw in. The exact words out of my mouth were nice. And then she came flying off the shelf and kicked me right in the mouth. I was so mad.
Yeah, she got you pretty good.
She did, dude. She cut my lip a little bit. Like, it wasn't that bad. You wouldn't be able to see it on camera for like the lock investigation or anything, but I was just like, dude, seriously?
Yeah, she got you pretty good.
I remember you too. It happened and you just go, oh.
I was like, oh shit. Okay, now, all right, this one. Okay. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. There's 2 in this box.
So there's 4.
Yes. I forgot that this was a double box.
Okay. Then I know 3 of them. I don't know what the 4th one is.
Okay. I don't know her name, but I do know that she comes from the infamous Sally house. So she has come to us from the Sally house. Not a whole lot of information.
Was she a recent resident?
I'm not sure how recent. Apparently I'm going to assume that she originated in the Virgin Islands somewhere. That's what her dress says. It says
Okay.
Virgin Islands. I don't know if she's positive or negative.
Well, she came from the Sally house. If I had to take a bet on it, I'd say probably negative, but
Possibly. Interesting. Okay. Let me figure out where I'm going to put her.
there's still that other shelf above the closet, right?
Yeah. I think I'm going to put her up here.
As you can all see, the haunted doll collection is really coming along now. There's a lot of dolls, some haunted, some for display. And the hope is that those that are just on display there don't end up with their own attachments at some point.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Last thing you need is a actually haunted Chucky doll, right?
Right. So,
especially because you have the Terrifier knife in there.
Yeah.
Like, when I thought back on how the Tiffany doll fell on me, I was like, well, hey, at least when I was putting up the shelves, the knife didn't try to fall on me.
So one of the things I forgot, and let me make sure this is what this is. Okay. So I forgot with Teddy. They did send me a rosary to keep on him.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea to put that on there, huh?
So there you go. There you go, buddy. All right. So his rosary's in place. All right, next doll.
Hey, while you're opening that, I just want to throw out there again, I am so proud of how good the studio looks now. Like, the command center, like, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with the green screen, but this is just such a step up in my mind.
I agree. Okay, now this one. Another little welcome kit.
Okay, so this is the positive one.
Yeah, this one's a positive. Don't really know a lot of history behind him, but he is positive.
He looks like a leprechaun.
Yeah, he's got Irish attire on. Um, supposed to have a positive spirit. So, all right. We're gonna and as always, we will investigate these dolls and we'll
No,
try to get
absolutely.
more information.
Just won't be as immediate as the last time because we just don't like we don't have the time to do it right now, unfortunately. Believe me, if we had the time, we would be investigating Teddy like now.
Yeah. All right, so that's gonna be his home up there, and I'll put spirit lights on all these when I get more time. But
You
okay.
gonna do a second haunted doll sleepover at some point?
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. All right, so the next one is the one I really don't want to open.
I thought Teddy was the one you really didn't want to open.
It was him in this one.
This is the one that I don't know. I don't even know what's in there.
Oh, you know what's in here?
Do I?
Yeah,
I don't
because the
3 you opened or the 3 that I remember us talking about?
The containment cabinet for this one is coming.
I thought is that one haunted?
What?
The one you're currently opening, the one that has a containment cabinet on the way?
Extremely.
Oh, okay. That part I didn't remember. I like how you got the containment cabinet for this one, but not uber haunted Teddy Ruxpin over there.
Well, you know, the containment cabinet for this one,
I know there was a reason you really wanted that.
has been on the way for weeks.
Well, I mean, it's custom made, right? So
yes,
that kind of craftsmanship takes time.
Okay. Oh boy.
And you're out here just touching all these with your bare hands.
What am I
Better
supposed
go
to
get
do,
the holy water out, man.
What am I supposed to do?
So that's 3 Raggedy Ann dolls then.
And we don't have a name for her either. So for now, I think we're just going to call her Anne. Oh, they even included a pair of pants for her. That's interesting. So this is an original vintage from, like, I think they said she's from the 60s or the 40s. It's an original Knickerbocker. Let me see if I can find. Okay, it doesn't say on there. I don't know. I don't want to go messing with this too much. Yeah, I'm not seeing a year on the tag. But I know I want to say it was from the 60s. Anyway, for now, her name is Anne. And she's going to sit right here until her containment cabinet comes.
Well, as far as we know, that's going to be later this week, right?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. So you say she's going to sit right here until the containment cabinet comes. What if she doesn't?
We're going to hope that she does. Okay. 1968.
Okay.
So she's an original 1968 Knickerbocker. And yeah, I don't know that I like her just sitting there behind me like that.
Well, they're all sitting behind you. You got any feelings or anything so far?
Not, I mean, nothing drastic. I mean, it's dude, I don't know. there's a lot of stuff behind me. That's all I can really come up with.
Have you tried putting a K2 next to our friend in the case since that first time we did it?
Not since you were here, because the K2s, we took all the K2s with us, and I haven't
Yeah.
unpacked yet.
You have. When would you have had the time, dude?
Right. And then just so everybody knows, another addition to the studio. Right here on the second shelf is a last rites cross, along with the original communion plates, cup, and bottle of holy water from the 1800s.
It's still crazy to me that you found something like that. I get that it was an oddity shop, but
Yeah.
yeah.
And so that was just added to the studio today. I don't know that piece has any activity, but if anything, it's hopefully some added extra protection for what's in here.
Well, I mean, there is a crucifix on it, so
Okay, yeah, I'm not liking this sitting here. I'm not. I
I
think
don't know
I'll be.
what I'd feel worse about, that or Teddy sitting right behind you.
Yeah, well,
Teddy at
they
least has
both.
the rosary, I guess.
Yeah. Let me see what was in the welcome kit for. So there wasn't a welcome kit with her, but I have my own spirit lights that I can use. So yeah, the usual candles, incense, spirit lights, stuff to welcome them into the new home. And I'll take care of all that in a little while. But yeah, I don't know, man.
I
But I
mean,
can tell you in the last few days since I've been home, something has been screwing with my internet connection.
like worse than when I was there.
Yeah.
Well, you have the modem in the command center, right?
Yeah, it's right here.
I'm just saying,
So,
you know.
and I know at least two of these dolls, that was some of the reports from the previous caretakers, was that they interfered with their internet connections. So, I mean, make of that what you will, but I don't know.
I
But
guess we're gonna see.
there you have it. You have Teddy, Ann. I can't remember his name. I'll have to look at the email. And I don't remember her name, but she is from the Sally house. So some pretty cool additions, I think.
I think just looking at the wall compared to when we left to come up here, like that wall filled up pretty quick.
Yeah. Well,
Given
I
that you
brought,
took all
I
the
brought the stuff back from the Halloween special.
right.
And I don't even have Dean up there. Dean is down here underneath Ann.
Oh, the bear?
Yeah, because he won't fit on the top shelf. So I got to figure out something for him.
Is he too tall?
Yes. So I don't know yet where Dean is going. So
What about would he fit on the coffin shelf if you move over Boo Buddy?
he might. Yeah, he might. That may be where he has to go.
Yeah, I feel like at least having him on a shelf as opposed to on the floor.
No, he's not on the floor. He's on the bottom
Oh
shelf
wait, right,
underneath.
yeah. I forgot that there's a bottom part of that.
Yeah, he's underneath Ann right now. But while we're here, let's see. I don't know if everybody. Okay.
Okay,
I don't know if
what?
everybody remembers Dean from our Halloween special, but there's Dean. He's a vintage bear. And he was one that we got a lot of activity out of.
Yep. There we go.
All right. Well, he can sit up there for now. So yeah. So there you have it, guys.
Another successful mail day.
Yeah. And well, I don't know how successful, but
I guess we're gonna find out if you start texting me in an hour or two about how there's weird sounds coming out of the command center. You don't want to go in there. I'll know how
right.
successful it was.
But well, with that, guys, I think we're gonna call this one. So I can get back to my busyness for the next few days. And yeah, you got anything before we get out of here?
Just the same old like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Just to for the third time to reiterate, we're not gonna have an episode for this week just because there's been so much going on. We haven't had time to edit, but we are planning on getting that editing done soon so that we can hopefully drop it as soon as possible. Podcast is very much alive. Just again, with all the travel and all the other stuff we've been doing, we haven't had a chance to record an episode, but we should be getting back into, your normally scheduled programming within like a week and a half. So
Yep.
just bear with us. And I mean, at this point, I guess everything else is up to you and your schedule when the dolls are going live or anything else. Cause
Yeah.
I'm back in the Bay. So
They'll be going live again. I'll probably wait till Anne's containment cabinet is here.
probably smart.
And then I'm gonna have to figure out something for Teddy. I don't know. I gotta figure out something for him. But once all that's done, then yeah, we'll probably do another haunted doll sleepover, and I'll leave them live, overnight. And
With some equipment.
by then, I'll make sure they all have spirit lights on them, and they've been welcomed appropriately into the house. So we'll do all that, and then they'll go live at some point, and we'll see what happens, man. But it's feeling kind of crazy in here.
Well, I mean, you've mixed so much negative energy in there with the handful of good energy dolls that you've got. So I don't know what you expected.
Me either, but they're here.
I guess we're gonna have to see what happens, but
Yeah.
and we will work with them at some point in the future, like more detailed, but
Yes. Individually,
yeah.
But with that, yeah, I think we'll get out of here. Everybody, thanks for watching. Please remember, like, comment, subscribe, share the channel with your friends. Liking and commenting is the easiest way to help us grow the community, helps us in the algorithm, pushes our videos out to new viewers. So make sure you're doing that for us.
Yep. And find us on all your favorite social media outside of YouTube. We're YouTube, Instagram, TikTok.
We're everywhere.
Yeah.
So, and yes, we are still working on the merch store. That'll be going up soon. I know I say that in every video, but again, things have been so hectic in travel.
To be fair, I don't think you really started saying that until right before we started traveling. So
okay, well, it's coming soon, so you guys will be able to get your hands on some of the limited edition shirts that we're gonna drop and things like that. So, keep your eye open for that. Patreon, we're still working on that. That'll be coming sometime after the merch store. And yeah, other than that, guys, I think we're gonna get out of here.
Yep.
Once again, welcome to our new friends. Hopefully they're comfortable here, and we'll see what happens.
Presumably we'll see you guys again next week at some point.
Yes, we will. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. So thank you guys again for watching. We'll see you guys later.
Bye.